Under the chairmanship of the Council of Representatives Speaker Fawzia bin Abdullah Zainal, the Shura and Representatives Council's Finance and Economic Committees held their first joint meeting with the government representatives to discuss the draft law to approve the general state budget of the fiscal years 2019-2020 in the presence of Shura Council Chairman Ali bin Saleh al-Saleh and the Deputy Prime Minister and Chairman of the Ministerial Committee for Financial, Economic Affairs and Fiscal Balance, Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah al-Khalifa. The meeting was also attended by the Minister of Finance and National Economy, the Minister of Representatives and Shura Council's Affairs, the President of the Shura Council's Finance and Economic Affairs Committee, and members of both councils' committees. Zainal affirmed that the royal directives of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, and especially those mentioned in the royal speech during the opening of the first session of the fifth legislative term, will be a guide to serve the country and its people. She hailed the active cooperation with the government headed by His Royal Highness the Prime Minister Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, the Deputy Supreme Commander and First Deputy Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. She added that strengthening the positive cooperation between the legislative and executive authorities, taking into consideration the country's interests, meeting the aspirations of the citizens and persevering its gains, and ensuring the continuation of the program of direct support for eligible citizens will achieve the objectives of the state budget draft law, the government's action plan, and plans and programs aimed at strengthening the economy. Zainal stressed the Parliament's keenness to enhance the quality of work and achievements. For his part, the Shura Council Chairman Ali bin Saleh al-Saleh affirmed the necessity for continuing cooperation between the legislative and executive authorities to implement the general state budget for 2019-2020, noting that the directives of His Majesty the King, His Royal Highness the Prime Minister and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince assert the necessity for maintaining citizens' needs and directing support to its beneficiaries. Al-Saleh stated that the current exceptional circumstances require exerting further efforts to implement the budget as soon as possible. For his part, the Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah al-Khalifa stated that the budget project will achieve further advancement for the kingdom under the leadership of His Majesty the King and will achieve the sustainability of the development march. The Deputy Prime Minister asserted that the government's keenness and cooperation and consensus will be the predominant characteristics of the meetings that discuss the budget project. He stressed the government has been keen that the budget's draft law will reflect the approaches and policies that have been agreed on. He noted that one of the most important requirements for strengthening economic and social security is reflected in the general state budget, which reflects the government and the legislative authorities' keenness to preserve the current citizen gains, as well as providing main services and supporting the government's support program beneficiaries. He also noted that the government started implementing a financial program in 2015 which aims to sustain the financial situation of the state budget for the country and its continued efforts through the fiscal balance program in 2018. The Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, presented the financial rules on the basis of which the state's general budget estimates for the fiscal years 2019-2020 are based on. He noted the sustainability of the government services has been a top priority during all phases, focusing on important principles such as including the fund of the government monetary citizen support programs and the government support item and monitoring the operational expenditures exceeding the budget allocated for ministries, including the Ministry of Education, Health and Youth and Sports Affairs. He added that the government will continue to implement projects in the housing, education, health and social services fields, amongst other fields, funded by the state budget and supported by the Gulf Development Program's allocations.